Hi guys! So in this video I'm going to be demonstrating a traditional foot massage, kind of just your generic pedicure or spa foot massage. It's can be done on any different kinds of pressure depending on what the person that you're working on wants. And it's going to be just sort of a generic foot massage. I am going to do another video later that talks about reflexology, which I do a lot in my private practice, and that has more of a focused, somewhat medicinal purpose to it. This is really focused on relaxation, although I can't emphasize enough how much working on the feet helps the entire body. It's not just that we stand on them all day or a good chunk of our day and we end up getting a lot of tension and pressure built up, but it's also that we have points in our feet that refer to other parts of our body, and it's amazing. And I was actually a little bit doubtful of this at first, but after 8 years of doing massage, I can't deny the fact that if you work on the feet, you can affect every other part of the body, really. So if you want to be able to do something that's really helpful to the person that you're working on and not have to spend an exorbitant amount of time working on their tight muscles, the feet can be a really good place to go. So again, this is just sort of your generic foot massage. It's nothing too fancy, and I think it's something that everybody can do and something that everybody really wants. So hope you enjoy, and I'm sure that whoever you're working on will also enjoy it. So you always want to warm up the tissue with lighter massage and not go in deep right away. Get your lotion or oil all over the foot and the ankle. Don't forget the ankle. They have a lot of work to do too. Starting with the base of the foot, I really like to do this motion here where you're pulling on the heel, almost like you're milking a cow. It's the same kind of motion, and you can do that really deep on most people because a lot of people are getting pressure on that heel all day long or whenever they're up on their feet, and depending on their shoes, maybe more than they should. So you can massage the whole heel pretty thoroughly and pretty deep on most people. They're not going to be sensitive there like people tend to be in the arch, and that is really hit or miss. I find that like 50% of people want like really deep work through the arch of their foot through here, and again, you're kind of using your whole hand, you're not just using your thumb. And for most people, you can go deep. Some people are not going to want that. It's always nice to do circles down here too, if they can take that pressure on the side of their foot, and then going up and spreading the ball of the foot. I like to think about the reflexology points even as I'm doing these massages. And if you want to think about it this way, this is the shoulder and this area here is the lungs. So I often think about spreading. It's also, I think about yoga, and I think about how we walk with proper posture. We're supposed to be spreading the ball of our foot, and most of us don't do that from day to day. You'd also be surprised at how much tension we just hold in our feet without it having to be about standing or walking. We just sort of hold them in weird postures sometimes. Hold one up a little bit more than the other. Maybe we have like an awkward posture that we have on our left foot when our gas pedal foot is down. So for a lot of people, you can do really good pressure, but you want to always check in with your client. Another spot that can usually take a lot of pressure is up here along the side. And it's good to do kind of repetitive motion through there, and again, circles, kind of like you would on the shoulder. It's amazing how similar these things can be. And then for each toe, You want to make sure that you get in to every little spot. Again, trying to do a little bit of traction, a little bit of spreading, mostly opening up for people and stretching out. It's been cramped in shoes most of the time. And again, spreading. One of the things about feet is that they tend to be really tough and the muscles really dense. So with a foot massage, you will find that if you put that elbow grease in and you put that time in, and sometimes it's a little bit repetitive and it's a little bit tedious, you will kind of feel the foot soften as you work on it. And oftentimes you'll also find something that's a little bit tight or a little bit more crunchy than the rest of the tissue. And those are the spots that you can get in there. Do a little bit of cross fiber friction or do a little bit of circular motion, whatever it feels like it needs there for that spot. And then at the very end, you can shake the foot out. Actually, this is also a good time to get the top of the foot. There's long lines down in between those tendons. And then around the ankle bones. And loosen it up, okay.